You promised me the last star that will ever switch on.
I did, and to reach it we must first count some birthdays.
Birthdays? When nothing up there was ever really born?
Every star has one the moment its fire first switches on.
Then the sky is full of birthdays nobody ever sang for.
Full of them, and our island is still having more tonight.
Right now, while we stand here, a new star is switching on?
In our own island, the gas folds up a few new stars each year.
A few a year sounds slow for something so enormous.
It is slow, and here is the quiet part. It used to be fast.
How would anyone know how fast the whole sky used to be?
By reading far pages, which you already know are old pages.
So tonight we are counting birthdays backwards through time.
Backwards first, then forwards, all the way to the last one.
The very first one has a page in our book already.
It does, the first starlight, and we will not reread it tonight.
And before that page, there was only the long dark.
Named and left closed, for tonight runs that story in reverse.
In reverse, from first light toward some kind of last.
Toward the last, switching on, the exact mirror of the first.
A mirror sounds pretty until you say what it reflects.
A measured fact, star birth across the whole sky is winding down.
Winding down like a toy or winding down like a storm?
Like a long afternoon, bright at noon and quieter ever since.
Then show me noon and show me how quiet it is now.
Noon first, and I promise the quiet has a surprise inside it.
Every quiet you have ever shown me had one hiding somewhere.
This one is the largest surprise in the whole season so far.
Take me to noon then, the loudest hour the sky ever had.
It came early, when the universe was a few thousand million years old.
That early feels like a child winning every race at once.
Fair, for the young sky made stars faster than it ever would again.
How long ago are we talking, in honest counted years?
More than 10,000 million years ago and measured, so ink.
Ink for a party that ended before our star was even born.
Long before, for our sun arrived well after the music slowed.
And ever since that noon, the whole sky has been slowing down?
Steadily, in every deep count ever made, with no bounce back.
Slowing to what, by tonight, compared with the loud hour?
To fewer than one new star for every 5 the noon sky made.
Fewer than 1 in 5, said as if that were the kind number.
It is the kind rounding, for some careful counts say 1 in 30.
Then the loudest thing about tonight is how quiet it got.
Well said, and the counting is ink, while the full Y stays pencil.
If the sky slowed that much, most stars must be old ones.
Most are, and here is the number that still amazes me.
Say it slowly, because your amazed numbers rearrange my head.
Half of all the stars there will ever be were shining early on.
Early on meaning what? Before which birthday of the universe?
While the whole universe was younger than 5,000 million years.
Half the whole library written in the first chapters.
Like a book that spends its best ink on the opening pages.
And nobody rewrites a library that is already mostly shelved.
Nobody can, for writing needs gas, and gas is the next rung.
I was waiting for the ledger. You always keep one somewhere.
Every good sky does, and this ledger is the strictest I know.
Strict how, when the sky looks endless from this window?
Endless to look at, and still countable where it matters most.
Open it then, the strict ledger of star-making gas.
Stars are folded from cold gas, and the gas is a fixed purse.
Fixed, even though dying stars hand some of it back?
They hand back a share, and the ledger still only goes down.
Because the handing back never returns the whole loan.
Never the whole, for every generation locks some away for good.
Locked away where, in what kind of unbreakable box?
In small patient stars, in cooling embers, in the sleeping heavies.
The embers, the page where nothing has finished cooling yet.
That very page, and what they hold beyond all asking.
And no fresh gas comes raining in from outside to refill it?
Less arrives every age, so the purse only thins from here.
A purse that thins forever must one day buy its last star.
There it is, said in your own voice, the heart of tonight.
Before the last one, tell me how many are still to come.
Fewer than you fear, and I want you to count this with me.
Counting with you has never once made a number smaller.
Picture every star that will ever shine, first to last, as 20.
20 stars standing for all of them, from first to last.
19 are already lit and shining over your head tonight.
19 of 20, and just one still waiting to be born.
At most one across all the ages that are ever going to come.
So the future of starbirth is a single unlit circle.
One circle at most, and careful counts round it down, not up.
Then the sky tonight is nearly the fullest it will ever be.
Close to the fullest library there will ever be, and you live in it.
I thought endings shrank things, and this one made tonight bigger.
Hold that thought, for it is exactly where we land later.
Now the clock, when does that one last circle finally light?
Distance first, as always, and this one is the deepest yet.
Deeper than the 7 ages you gave me last night?
Far deeper, the soonest honest answer is about 70 ages.
70 whole ages of the universe before its last birthday.
At the soonest, and the honest far end says a few thousand.
Why so wide a spread for a sky you keep calling countable?
Because the ending hangs on how the last gas trickle behaves.
And nobody can watch a trickle that has not happened yet.
No one can, so the clock stays pencil, drawn as a range.
Name the other reason. I heard it hiding in your voice.
Long after the gas is gone, two failed stars can collide and light one.
So even the word last comes with its own small fine print.
It does. A rare late spark now and then, and that too is pencil.
Then far down that long shelf sits the true, final first light.
A small red star, most likely, switching on with nobody counting.
The last first morning, and not one calendar left to mark it.
Marked tonight instead by two friends at a window in advance.
After that last switching on, does the whole sky go dark?
No, and this is the line I most want you to keep.
Keep it simple then, the way you keep the true ones.
What stops is the birthdays, never the shining already underway.
So the lights stay on long after the last candle is lit.
For ages upon ages, on all the stars already burning that night.
A party that stops growing is still a party for a long while.
The longest while there is, longer than every age we counted.
And how the shining itself finally ends is another page.
On its own night this season, and we will turn it gently.
Then tonight ends nothing at all, it only stops one counter.
Beautifully put, the birthday counter, and no other dial moves.
I came expecting an ending and found a sky that keeps going.
That is the whole season, the endings arrive in the right order.
And the right order keeps the far ones far, where they belong.
At their true distance, which is the kindest place for a fact.
Bring out the compass and read tonight against its 3 marks.
Ink for the winding down, for peak and slide are both measured.
Ink for the library, half shelved early and almost all of it lit.
Ink again for the 20, 19 shining, and one at most to come.
And pencil for the clock, 70 ages at soonest, maybe thousands.
Held honest for the trickle and the late sparks, keep it open.
The blank page stays where it lives, further down this season.
Saved and safe, for tonight needed no page we could not fill.
Then land me, the way the wondering heart always gets landed.
Almost every star that will ever shine is over your head right now.
Let me try the folding tonight, one small sentence for the shelf.
Fold away, and I will hold the honesty steady while you do.
The sky is nearly done being born, and we live in its fullest night.
Folded true, and warmer than any sentence I could have built.
Last night I was early, and tonight early turned into lucky.
Lucky is early with its eyes open, which is exactly what you are.
Now the tease, since no night with you has ever skipped one.
Next time, the small red fires that burn slowest, so subscribe and come with us.